All right, y'all. I'm going to try and make this as brief as possible. As you can see, I'm starting a channel of political commentary. You might have seen one of my videos already on the fact that the J6ers got pardoned and may now become a brown shirt mafia for the Don himself. Or you might have seen my first video where I talked about how I think BreadTube is putting a little too much faith in the Democratic Party. And by this point, you've probably realized that I am not a democratic socialist, more so a socialist. And so I kind of wanted to throw out there that I've been looking to find ways to plug into organizing, and I wanted to share with you something that I found recently. So some members of some old Trotsky groups, some old Marxist and socialist groups, and some new ones are coming up and working together in a national organization called Socialist Horizon. They were founded after the Democratic Party's most recent convention in August 20th, 2024. They came together in Chicago, looking to find a way to start better opposition to U.S. imperialism and the ongoing genocide and cleansing in the Middle East. You can read on the screen. I'm just going to try to not self-censor too much, but I don't want to get this video flagged too much with unnecessary community notes or anything like that. But basically, you can go to socialisthorizon.org, take a look at this platform. I highly recommend it if you are a socialist. Basically, we are looking to start organizing a lot again and do this organizing outside of the Democratic Party. And also kind of put out there that we aren't shy to say that we believe in a socialist future, a one where everybody has a seat at the table, a one where nobody goes hungry, against oppressive structures and towards a revolutionary party. It seems like there's maybe some really truly radical people in this sort of quasi BreadTube space on YouTube, and I really haven't found it yet. All I've ever gotten to is like Hassan Piker and Vosh, and there's just feels like there's something missing there where those guys just like react to content. They do good things, certainly good journalism, but at the end of the day, I wanted to make sure that whatever sort of audience that I can get here sees that there are ways to plug in. Try to see if there's anything going on in your local area, and if there's not one, start it. You can go and get affiliated to socialisthorizon.org just by clicking join here and going to their contact form. So yeah, here it looks like there's branches in San Diego. There's something going on in Indiana. We got Madison, Chicago, and San Marcos, Texas. Basically, you can try to get plugged into one of these. You know, if you're unaffiliated, you can get involved. If you're a member of like Socialist Alternative, you can get involved. This is supposed to be not necessarily the socialist group itself, but a collection, a coalition of sorts for all of us to get together and describe what we're doing and how to get plugged into each other's work. The final thing I want to say is that it just seems like one of the things in the discourse that's been going around is this idea that like you're wasting your time trying to organize with socialists because the electoral cycle is like put above everything else. And I just want to say that like, you know, this group, we're willing to make coalitions with people who want to vote for Democrats. We're willing to work with people who have voted for Democrats. I myself slipped away from my radical self a little bit in the last two elections, and I voted Democrat. Basically, we're willing to work together, but this specific organization is not going to endorse Democrats. They're not going to endorse voting for a Democrat. They're not going to instruct their members to do so. The electoral cycle is like irrelevant to this org because every single day you can wake up and choose to work with immigrants' rights organizations. Every single day you can choose to wake up to work to help trans people survive. Every day you have the choice to wake up and start an organization or join one that is doing real work on the ground. And I just want to encourage people to not get bogged down by this moment and think that they need to do something to help the Democrats, especially at a time when the Democrats are barely able to do anything, let alone want to do anything. The point here is they are not the only option, and being complacent and just sitting back is not the only option. I'm just letting you know the Democrats are going to be fine without you. They got a lot of money, okay? They got a lot of money. They got a lot of time. They're going to do what they're going to do. We're going to do what we're going to do. I promise you, no matter how much you beg for it, Hakeem Jeffries isn't going away anytime soon. So you just need to get that out of your head. What I'm trying to say is, not to be too much of a dick, but what frustrates me is when people say that my ideas are a pipe dream, when it's y'all who have been spending 20 plus years saying that a neoliberal party can be reformed into a social democrat party. It hasn't happened yet. At every turn that we've taken, they've pushed us down. I think it's time we stand back up and start something different. I'm going to take a look at Socialist Horizon. You know, if one day something better pops up, who knows? But the future is open. The future is ours, and it doesn't belong to the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. The future belongs to us. Join the socialists. That's all I got to say.